Good morning. Welcome to Live and Learn, the Morning Gratitude Show. Here from Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America, North America, planet Earth, a third stone from the sun, in the Solar System, located in the outer spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, part of the local group of galaxies inside the Virgo group, the Virgo cluster of galaxies, inside of the Laniakea supercluster of galaxies, inside of the known universe, and also part of which could be the yet to be realized and unfathomed, unplumbed, unmeasured multiverse of all possibilities. Welcome to your day. It's Tuesday. We're trying something new. It's going to mix it up a little bit. Changing the format of the show slightly. It's going to be a shorter show. I don't need to be taking up so much, airtime. The producer pulled me aside and said, Eric, look, the ratings. Oh, the advertisers. Oh, the incendiary content you make. It's all troublesome, problematic. You must do something now. It's some translating from a Pikachu, trust me. Things get lost in translation. So buttons. So I discovered that there's a bus that goes to my subway station. It leaves one point at 4:50, 10 minutes before 5 o'clock, which is the time I usually leave my house to make the 12 to 14 minute journey on foot to that very same station. I just wanted to see how it goes, see how it plays. Where does it drop you off? Where does the how quickly will we get there? So we'll probably get to the train station a little early. I could stay on the bus and end up at the terminus spot, which is the Braintree station, and it allegedly gets there at 5:03, 5:04 a.m., and that first train leaves at 5:10. So I could technically stay on the bus, but why would you do? Yeah. And something happened yesterday during the show. I'll mention it just in case something happens going forward. Listen, I'm in Quincy, Massachusetts. It's full of different kinds of people, and who take public transportation. Well, blue collar, working class people, and people of of lower kind of financial means. Lots of construction workers, and lots of foreign voices. I hear Portuguese, Spanish, Haitian, and Asian languages, Chinese, all the time. It's a very faceted kind of neighborhood. So buttons. And here comes the bus. So let's play one of our old favorite games called Bus, Bus, Bus. The bus is coming around the bend. Can you see it? Bus. Like I missed it yesterday. I was going to do this yesterday. And let's wave down the bus. 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 Hi there.
Bro, you blended right in with the street.
I did. Thank you, sir. That's cool.
Shit.
I know. I was. Thank you, buddy. So let's see how long it takes to get to the train station. Bus. It's a way of life. I want to see where it drops you off. Oh shit! And then we're getting those J.J. Abrams style lens flares. No good for our programming. So this might become a regular part of my commute. Just trying to see hey, let's take the bus to the train station. We're going to get there probably on the earlier side, so we'll have more time to sit and talk about the gratitude list. Gratitude is how I format my day and my life and my morning, and I've been doing gratitude lists for over 5 years now, and it's kind of helped other people, which is great. Good morning. How are you? Very well. Good to see you. I'm already running. Me too. Yes, please. Thank you. So I am great. I started off my gratitude list with what I call the Sully method. When I got this idea for the gratitude list, I didn't have instructions or a method or model provided, and oh, and here's the Quincy Adams Station. All right. Thank you so much. God bless. Drive safe. All right. And here we are. This is the other side of the station. I've never been on this side. I know this side of the road. I've came down here before once, but I didn't come down all this way. So let's check out this other side. Oh, we're going exploring. Isn't it fun? And it appears we're on an upper level of the parking center, the parking lot. Or one of them. So So I start off my morning with the gratitude list. I use the foundation method, which I made up. And I start off my gratitude list with 10 different things. I add to that all day long, all week long, all month long, all year long. I'm already rolling out of bed with 10 things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast. I'm gawking. Being like, this way? Yeah, huh? Yeah, let's take the elevator. All right. I'm grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast, the peace that comes from being a single man, and for whatever level of sobriety that I've achieved so far in this half century. And I add to that. All right. Here we are. We're in the... Level 5 parking. Okay, so we're in level 5 of the parking. Good to know. And from there, I add to that, and I build on that, and it's the foundation of my day and my life too. Gratitude, being grateful, feeling blessed, counting your blessings. It has an amazing impact on a person. All right. Phone cards available here. Really? I've never been on them. Oh boy, and the autism awareness stuff. It's the chicken marketing's fault. Well, here we are. Kafia, T-Pass, Jollycot. It's 5 o'clock, so we're about 8 minutes earlier than we already are. Go. Haha, go. Let's do our national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. 5 o'clock. So we are a little early. Yeah, that's the lady who does Tai Chi in the morning, and she's, if you remember, a couple of weeks back, she came over to us, and said, "Hey, you talking to your family?" I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much, yeah." And she comes on the bus too, so I'll probably see her a lot more. I pledge allegiance to the flag. No, it's too cold. It's 37 degrees Fahrenheit and rainy. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Hiccups. O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right. Good morning. Awesome. All right. Well, the train will get here in about 13 minutes. So we got 13 minutes to shoot some show. What I don't want to do is have a negative impact on my fellow T riders. And also, I'm in Quincy, Massachusetts, which is right next to Boston. And I mean, we're a blue city in a blue state, but we've always been a working class, tough place. So what I'm going to do is I am going to switch the car that I usually get on. I usually choose the car that's closest to the exit or where I get off. I like to select a seat that has the window behind me so I can, show the world going by. The stations, the other subway stations. I like our subway system here. In a way, it's a love-hate relationship kind of thing. It's like, it's nice when it's working. Typically, But yesterday I had a kind of encounter, and this is about. I'm grateful for my street smarts, for my city wit. I'm a city boy, so you gotta. How do you stay out of trouble? You have to identify it, okay? And you have to have a combination of brave and being a little bit wary, and listening to fear. And your shadow's there to protect you. Remember, it's 5:10 in the morning. So who are out at this time in the morning? Construction workers going to work. People like me going to work. Lots of blue-collar people. Also, unsavory elements, such as the unhoused population. And do you know what a halfway house is? A halfway house is a residence for people on their second chances, trying to reacclimate into normal society. They're either coming out of prison or some kind of, drugs rehab thing, and usually involving some kind of law enforcement too. I mean, it's a condition of their release to stay at this halfway house. It means you're halfway back into typical life. It's an intermediate spot between your lives. This is going somewhere, all right? Because this is the kind of people I grew up with in the projects of South Boston. My dad's side of the family, just like you know what to look for. You know who people are, all right? So yesterday, if you watch yesterday's show, I pointed out someone that was literally playing a boombox style radio. And so there's a local guy, and he's on the train. I recognize him from the route. He gets on a stop afterwards with his friend and takes his seat at the first car. And you can tell he's not a construction worker. Why? He's not wearing green and orange with reflective stripes. He doesn't have work boots on. He's wearing sweatpants. He looks pretty disheveled and, kind of ragged. Looks like he's had a tough life. All right. And he's got that local swagger, that local attitude. You know what I mean? That, yeah, don't fuck with me, kid. That, that thing. So, but I noticed that he made me a mark. He focused on me. And he's literally kind of sitting almost across from me on the other side of the train and off to the side just a little bit. And he's talking to his friend. And this is the thing I call, it's called kudarai. It means the head of the eye. It means the ability to see things using your periphery and being aware of what's going on. So it's like the entire time I'm looking down at you, filming this show, I'm doing this. Right across right there, he's staring at me and staring me down. And I'm looking right at him without looking at him. I can see them the entire time. He's staring at me, trying to get me to bait me into looking at him. And he's going, like, he's talking to his friend, like, I can see him like pointing at me, elbowing his friend. Oh, this fucking guy, yak, 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 all the fucking time, yak, yak, yak. Like, and I'm like, all right, it's 5:10 it's 5:20 in the morning, and this guy's already looking for a scrap. This guy is not a worker. He's like, obviously, it's like, this is a halfway house kind of person. And you have to be aware of it. He's about under 6 feet tall, Caucasian white guy, appears to be in his late 30s, and skinny, flaco. Flaco is a Spanish word for meaning skinny. But, just in case, I end up dead. Here's one of your suspects. But, and I'm saying that Ginger, this is the Red Line. This is the subway. This is Boston. This is a tough place. And I'm just doing something about it. I'm going to take a different car. And hopefully that solves the situation. And that's that. And also to be cognizant and mindful not to have a negative impact on those around you. Especially, doing this little show. I'm not going to be bullied, especially by someone like that. But also, do I really want to get into the scrap at 5:30 in the morning on a subway train with some halfway house individual? You got to pick your fights. And so yeah, and I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight anyone. I grew up in a violent place. I don't have a criminal record. I never did any time. Thank God. Knock on wood. I'm 52 years old. I'm a good guy. I was a good kid and I grew up to be a decent man. And it's my joke that I'm the only person on my dad's side of the family, I'm the only man on my dad's side of the family not to do any time. But here I am speaking in this tone of voice to this little microphone, to this window of the world. I'm mindful to keep myself to myself and not to have a negative impact on those around me, not to let my voice carry, not to say anything too provocative in order to, to upset people. Pigeons. It's like a John Woo movie in here. And I don't know. It's just something. Be mindful. Head on a swivel. You got to be aware. Violent things happen to people on the subways all the time. But also, it's like I wasn't about to be baited into some kind of bullshit confrontation with, it's like, yeah, that local thing, that entitlement, that kind of like, oh, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? How can you compete with that? Or just get into a scrap before work? Get arrested? That's what happens to people. There are cameras everywhere. So yeah, so we're going to change the show up just a little bit. We'll have some, the bus in the morning and this here, and then we'll watch the train roll in and we'll call it a day. And we'll be grateful and blessed for this little time that we have together here at the Gratitude List Show, here at Live and Learn, See, live and learn. That's the whole point of Mo's wisdom. Live and learn. She took the tea every day for 40 years. Sometimes 6, 7 times a week to get to work, especially when she had 2 jobs. But she took, for close to 30 years. She started here in Quincy, took the tea all the way into Boston, switched lines to an express bus that took her to, to Brighton, which is on the opposite side of Boston, to where she worked. It must have been like an hour and a half commute one way. Well, it would take you about 20 minutes to get, probably less, I'd round it to an hour. Yeah. It would probably take you about 25 minutes to get to South Station, or maybe 20 minutes or so, and then the bus ride would probably take another 20, and then waiting around about that. Let's just call it an hour. Why not? Hey, Ma, how long did it take you to get to work on the tea? Like, I'm blessed and grateful when I walk in the house. Like yesterday, I walked in at 3:18 p.m. I had a good wind on my back. I leave work and I get on the subway, and it was right there, and I missed the bus, so I took it the one extra stop to here, and I walked home, and I'm home by 3:18. Like, that's about as good as it can get. But yeah, head on a swivel. I'm blessed and grateful that I have city smarts, that I'm not stupid, that I'm wary, that you have to be able to recognize, threats, I guess. I mean, that's like, I'm not saying it scared me. Of course it's scary. I'm a grown man. I mean, but like, people like that, they carry knives. They carry, or something. I don't carry a knife. I don't carry I've always thought about getting a collapsible baton. They look cool. But still, it's like I'm possessed by the wisdom of Lucas era Star Wars. Like an Empire Strikes Back and Dagobah. Luke and Yoda, and Luke passes by the tree cave, and he said, Yoda tells him he has got to go in there, and Luke asks Yoda, what's in there? And Yoda responded, only what you bring with you. And so Luke, being a young warrior, straps on his blaster and lightsaber belt. Take it as you will. But don't be stupid either. I mean, seriously, what are you going to do? Start bringing a knife to work? A taser? Those things aren't quite legal.
1 minute. The following in a white train is stop 1.
And imagine if, you did try to defend yourself. Sometimes you will lose possession of your own self-defense weapon and have it turned against you. So what's the whole point of it? I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. But my question is, what to do? Choose wisely. Kriya Shakti. I say it's one of my magic words, one of my mantra words. Kriya Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Kriya Shakti. May I spontaneously generate the right response to questions and problems. Kriya Shakti, Kriya Shakti. My magic words. They really help me. It's already 2 minutes late. Welcome to the tea. Well, it's good to know about the bus, huh? That was interesting. Yeah, he wasn't expecting to see a passenger there at that stop. That was fun, huh? That's all the excitement we'll get today, huh? It's Tuesday. Let's get to work. Let's put our troubles behind us. Tomorrow's New Comic Book Day and Hump Day. We're already in the home stretch for the weekend, are we not? We got a lot done this weekend. I'm looking forward to getting a lot more done this weekend. And freeing up all that space in the bedroom closets, arranging to have the copious amounts of my mom's, clothes and bags and luggage. Like she's got like none of these things match my shoes. They're all girly, and then get a sofa, and then start enjoying my living room. Stuff like that. Living life. Live and learn. So live and learn. Learn and live. I mean, don't look, the old metaphor of don't look a mad dog in the eye. The same thing goes for, one of these angry local people, one of these angry Boston types, You might have a type like that too. It could be a redneck. It could be someone from one of the 5 boroughs. It could be, someone from a different country who's scared. You know what I mean? Who knows? And who cares what their excuse is?
The next Alewife train is stop 1 stop away.
Mm-hmm. And happy birthday, Brian Massey, my original best friend, my first brother in this world. It's his birthday today. Love you, man. Happy birthday, brother. And yeah. All that's hullabaloo. I mean, yeah. This is just getting to work. But, Well, that's interesting.
Passengers, shuttle buses will replace train service between JFK, UMass, Ashmont, and Mattapan from April 1st to 9th due to track work.
But I am grateful and I am blessed and I use gratitude daily. Gratitude is a huge part of my life. And I want to pay this forward. I am grateful for my family, for my friends, for my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast. The peace that comes from being a single person, and for whatever level of sobriety I've achieved so far in this life. Here comes the train. 5 minutes late. Let's grab a seat and enjoy our new spot. Hopefully free of intimidation and that kind of foolishness. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, let's commute. God bless, namaste, good luck, and you have a wonderful morning. Stay grateful. Leave a comment, smash that like button. Alright, bye-bye.